Hey everybody, welcome back to WineupTV. I'm your host Wayne with Annalisa from Indie Wine Company. And we're going to talk about Javier's wines. He's a winemaker at Idilico. So when we come back, she better know everything she can about these wines. See you in a second. So, Mark Retz, your boss, got too big for his britches and he had to hire somebody else. And look at how cute, he did a good job picking you out. You were a neighbor across the street. He had to look far.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Terribly far.
This is awesome. So, Mark Retz has been a friend of mine, just like all these other reps have. And he had one page of wines, and now he's up to 3 pages, actually two-sided pages, 6 pages of wines that he represents now. And he was talking to me last year about how busy he's getting. He tried to do everything. He was selling the wine, delivering the wine, and it got so big that he finally reached out and look at what he got. This is awesome. So thanks for coming in. So,
sure.
You know, you have a lot of different wines you represent in your portfolio, and you happen to love these wines. And I actually carry these in my shop. I carry them on my website, my web store as well. Tell me a little bit about Javier, besides the handsome guy he is.
So Javier is from Spain and decided that he wanted to focus on growing Spanish varietals in Washington. So he cut clones and brought them over and set up shop in Yakima Valley. And he only grows traditional Spanish grapes.
So we're talking about Albarino,
Tempranillo, Grenache, Graciano, Monastrell.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to do something, and this is the problem I have with a lot of these winemakers, they do too many things. They're focusing on one thing. And if you're just going to do Spanish wines, just do Spanish wines. You know, there's a winery in Hood River, help me out, Marchese, and you know, he all he does is Italian varietals, and I think it's great. People know that. And they keep coming back for those.
And he wanted to just celebrate each grape and let each grape do what that grape wants to do by itself. He doesn't do a lot of blends. So. And
I'm a huge fan of Albarino. I love it. It originally came from Rio Bajas region in northern Spain, and they're just beautiful when done well. So let's talk about this wine. They're so floral, you know. You get so caught up on the Chardonnay and the Sauvignon Blancs and all these other grapes, but this is just, Albarinos are wonderful.
Well, it's aromatic, but you get the mineral. I mean, it's bright.
This is yummy. This is, and you know, this is about $15 on your shelf. And for those of you who never had Idilico wines before, think outside the box. Try something new, buy a bottle, take it home. Great shellfish wine. It's, you know, it's white, it's good acidity. The 2011, oh, this is a 12.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a new wine. I like old wine. I like new wine. So the 12 vintage here in the Willamette Valley was very, very good, and it kind of extended its way all throughout the Columbia Valley AVA, which is a huge AVA up in Washington State. This is great. So where are his vineyards exactly? What part of Yakima?
He is getting these grapes from, he works the vineyards himself, but he is, I believe these all are some Horse Heaven Hills, some Snipes Mountains, some Ellarding. Are you familiar? Ellarding? Mostly.
Damn.
So
this is wonderful. I've talked to Javier on the phone a couple times. Never been up there. I should come up and meet you, Javier. And
he lives in Seattle.
He lives in Seattle?
He lives in Seattle.
Oh, okay, well maybe I'll go up to Seattle and we'll go to Woodinville. Hang out and drink some wine and eat some tapas or something. That's all Spanish people do is eat tapas.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Something
make wine.
That. And make wine. Make great wine. All right, so next wine we're going to talk about is going to be the
Tempranillo.
Tempranillo. All right, so
the most famous
The most famous
Rioja
grape,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
And when done well, they're hard to beat.
Yeah.
I like Tempranillo, a little spicy, a little
Yep.
jammy.
This is hot. This has got some pepper.
Yeah, what I like about these wines, and I don't, some other people try to grow and do grow Tempranillo and Albariño in Washington State here in Southern Oregon. Some people know how to grow it really well. Some people will use the best clones, the right clones, I should say. And this one here it smells like it smells like a Tempranillo.
And a lot of them are blended, so he's not doing, he's not blending a lot with these. They're just.
Retail about $20 a bottle. It's got great acidity. It's got nice length on it. It's got jammy. It's got some nice raspberry fruit, but it's got that spice. It's got a little bit of clove going on there, and I love it. It's really nice. Like I said, I've carried these wines in the past, and they're sitting on my shelf right here in the shop. By the way, this is a new wine bar that we just opened in Portland. So if you guys are ever in Portland, let me know. It's quite the happening spot. We've only been open for 4 weeks now, so it's kind of humbling. But we brought this really loyal following with us. So what do you think about the spot?
I like it. I like
cool.
the space. Yeah.
Downstairs is going
like
to be a
it.
speakeasy. That's going to be awesome. We're going to have a little
Secret
sliding door.
knocks.
Oh yeah, every week different password to get downstairs. If you don't have the password, you're not going downstairs. I got to keep true to this. Oh, yeah, it's called Wine Up on Williams. I'm sorry, my shirt right here. What's it called? Camille's back there. What's it called? Wine Up on Williams. And it's so new that I even forget to tell you the name of it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You guys got to stop by. All right.
Pepper.
What's that?
It's pepper. I
Yeah.
like that hot. And
Very
it's got
nice.
a good, great finish. It sits.
All right, Grenache.
Garnacha.
So did Javier he get these plants out of UC Davis?
They are from Spain. He brought
Okay.
them. He
Brought them over through?
He brought them from Spain. Cut the clones. Brought them from Spain through UC Davis, and the clones that he had never been introduced here before. So they actually funded him to bring them in and grow them.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he lives in Seattle. Vineyards over there in Yakima Valley, or Columbia Valley. And so where does he make the wines? Do you know?
I don't.
Okay. And I didn't mean to put her on the spot like that.
I don't actually. I don't. Are you on the Grenache?
I'm on the Grenache. And you know what?
That's good.
It's a fantastic Grenache. And what I like about Javier's program is wines are priced right. He's not trying to get greedy on his wines. I think, at $15 and $20 each for the Grenache and the Tempranillo, I think they're right in the middle in the mix of things where it's affordable for everybody to grab a bottle of wine. He's got really cool labels. I'd like to talk to him about his labels. Idilico, okay, that means?
Idilico is the name of this bull who was pardoned in 2008 in the ring.
A bull gets pardoned in the ring.
Saved from death.
Why'd they pick this one, do you think?
I don't know.
I don't either. But you know what? That'd be kind of a cool story to kind of get out there too.
And he does put the story is on the label.
Oh, here we
Actually.
go.
So yeah,
On September 21, 2008, Idilico
2008, okay,
staged a
perfect.
feat seldom repeated in history. The 1,200-pound bull stunningly braved through his unfortunate predicament in the top Barcelona ring and earned a pardon. A joyful end for a magnificent creature. They usually just show up at somebody's plate for dinner after the match.
It's just very cool. And this was kind of his homage to his country, obviously, and Idilico, the bull.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. I put her on the spot. She came in. She goes, "What, Joe? I'm not used to this." So you're going to get used to this because it's a really cool thing. It gets the brands out there.
Yeah.
And it gets you familiar with being on film, and it's fun. Anyway, guys, thank you. And if you're ever in the Portland, Oregon area, we also have a wine tour business. You can go to WineupTV.com, our biggest website, but we do a lot of different stuff. And look forward to a couple other things coming up. WinemakersToWatch.com. If you're an up-and-coming winemaker, call me. Mark put the number right here on the screen. Give me a call. I'll put you on film. I will sell your wines, guaranteed. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and have a great afternoon.